Hi, everybody. It's Bottom Line Thursday, and I'm
Yes, it
Brad
is,
Johnson.
Brad. Look
Hi,
at you.
Brad.
Great intro. Hey, it's Chris Beyer.
Chris Bowling.
Wow.
All right.
Here we go.
I don't think we've ever had that good of an intro, Chris. We should just have Brad do this
We
from
should.
here on.
We should just put his picture up every week too. So.
Just record it, and then we'll just keep playing that one back.
I like it.
All right.
What are we talking about today?
Well, the bottom line, I try to get a gathering of kind of good news, not so good news. Let's go good news. We're going to start the year with some good news.
Excellent.
So all of us, I know we've talked about with our groups that we look at large claim reports.
Yep.
And a lot of times that is driven by drug costs. And Humira has often been at the top of that list for probably 10 years.
That's the example everybody talks about it, this high cost medication.
Yep. So finally, some patents have run out and some biosimilars are coming out. And that's, fancy way of saying generics effectively for specialty drugs. So that'll be a good thing. And they're probably pegging about 8 to 10 will come out in 2023, which is huge. Wow. And that could drop the price by around 70%. But first, let's talk about what the price is to drop from. So take a guess if you just had to, what do you think Humira is running if you went to GoodRx, Chris?
I mean, we've talked about 50 to 80 grand as a drug. I know that's, I don't know, typically what we see if it hits the claims report, and that's even with the healthcare plan in place or a network discount or a PBM. Yeah, I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
look it up in Bettendorf, Iowa.
All right.
We are lowest cost on a monthly basis, $61.72.18 at your local Hy-Vee.
All right, so north of 70,000 a year.
Gosh.
So I think having alternatives to that will be a good thing for sure.
Yes. Yes.
So what's and these drug companies are smart, and I'm not just here to just throw shade on them. They come up with some amazing drugs. But as a company, it's their job to keep their business growing. So then they've come up with alternative drugs, maybe a little better formulation somehow, maybe fewer side effects. So now let's pull up one of that same company's spin-off drugs that's under patent, a spin-off to Humira. Let's do Skyrizi. You want to do Skyrizi? That's one we all hear about. That's effectively Humira version 2.0, one of them.
I got that beautiful drug. Check that one
out. All right.
Oh my!
All right.
$17,000 a month, $204,000 a year.
That's outrageous.
So we went from not having the one in front of the 7 to having the one in front of the 7.
Yeah, right.
So I think that company's smarter than I am. That's for sure.
So I know we spend a lot of time, we identify these high cost medications, we find ways to source them, find better ways to purchase them from a health plan standpoint, but we're not always successful because we've got to have some, some buy-in from our client as well as the members. But you think about that as a situation, if that drug is truly helping somebody live a better life, how do you even begin to afford that? Even if you use a coupon, even if you get some sort of off the shelf, I mean, that's paying cash price at the pharmacy, 17 grand a month. I mean, it's going to drive more business to the health plans because you can't do that on your own.
Yeah.
Oh, and the sad part is, let's say you've got a small employer that has 10 employees on their plan. That one drug is going to probably cause a negative loss ratio. It's probably going to cause a loss ratio. It's going to be darn near close to, for sure 70% of their premium. And then, everyone else is going to have claims. I mean, where does this end?
I think we get lucky with, like Brad said, we have a few generic biosimilars coming out to offset some of that. But at the same time, as you said, the drug companies are smart. They're advertising on every possible method to say this is the new drug that you're going to ask about. Who's going to think about the generic without good education?
Right. Exactly.
No, it's eye-opening.
Yeah. But the good takeaway is biosimilars coming out.
Yes.
So you could pay the upgrade price, or you could now try the biosimilar alternative. And if that works for you, I think that's going to save a lot of health plans, a lot of employees some money.
Absolutely.
Next year.
Absolutely.
Good.
Oh, thank you for sharing that.
Thank you for sharing this.
Fun to do.
We are sick and tired of seeing Humira on every one of our claims reports, and it'd be nice to see something else that is not number one. There'll still be a drug that we're all talking about the next time.
Yeah, Rinvoq or Skyrizi will be those. So you're welcome.
Yes, foreshadowing. Awesome. Well, thank you again, Brad. Enjoyed
All
it.
right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
See ya.